I'm not going to let you on here to put a diaper on John Calipari.
I'm going to need you to quiet down, big boy. The Emperor just shut you down big time. What's cooking? Welcome back into ESPN Louisville Plus. If you don't know me already, my name is Justin Soforo, and I've got you for another edition of another rundown video. We're going to talk about everything that goes on, Ville, UK, yada, 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 no Indiana, all that in between. But before we do anything, though, I'm going to need you to do me a solid favor. Smash that freaking like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. Make sure you share it out to your friends as well. Make sure you let them know about the content here. And if I have a bad take, which this one probably is going to be, ruffling some feathers in BBN, you all may not like it. So go ahead, share it out, let other people know just how big of a dumbass I am and how much you want to attack me, and let them come at me too. Just stick with me. Like a week and a half ago or so, I put out a video talking about John Calipari, talking about how BBN wants to come at my guy, John Calipari. He's not my guy. Let's not kid ourselves. I am not a fan of John Calipari, but I will defend a Hall of Fame coach who's in his position, who's done well over the years. While he's maybe struggling right now, he has proven once again why he is a great coach and why Kentucky really shouldn't be in a hurry to try to move on from John Calipari. Yesterday, literally eviscerating a top 13 Alabama team, Nate Oates, who is one of the rising stars in the game. Obviously, we've talked about when it comes to Louisville here, Louisville's interested in a lot of coaches that are getting their ass waxed by Kentucky this year, even when Kentucky's having a down year. Of course, Nate Oates, Chris Beard, whoever else you want to put down that line, unless you want to look at guys like Lamont Paris, who is now extended. This is not a Louisville video, but again, congratulations, BBN. That's fine. Congratulations. You got a coach who's probably going to beat whoever the next Louisville coach is. That's okay. But anyway, as we get into this, one of the things I will say, my man, John Vincent Calipari, once again, would like to invoke a little omerta, a little shut the bleep up to BBN. And that's what he's doing. He's telling you guys to be quiet, hush up, and stay silent. I'm going to do my job as the coach of Kentucky, and I'm going to get the job done as I have done season and season again. Maybe that job done, maybe for him, doesn't really count as winning a national title. It probably doesn't, because he's only done one time, but he will get it done and probably get you some little run maybe in the postseason. Maybe not, we'll see. But either way, he's still filling out those checks, or those checks from Mitch Barnhart are still cashing. I say a lot of this tongue-in-cheek. Obviously, an impressive performance by UK yesterday. If you're a UK fan, regardless of how you felt about John Calipari throughout most of the season and the anger and vitriol and all that can go along with that.
Did you like the taste in your mouth? Let's get that taste back in our mouth.
You probably want to have that taste back in your mouth right now. You're probably very happy with what you saw from John Calipari and the Wildcats yesterday. I commented on Twitter myself. Watching the beginning of that game reminded me a lot, and I think I'm not pretending like I'm the only one who said this. Obviously, everybody was saying this, but it was very much like watching the NBA All-Star game, where there was a lot of offense and people get a lot of scoring, which is fun to watch, but no damn defense being played. But one thing I will say, it was just like, of course, it was the Twitter curse. I put the tweet out there saying no defense being played. And the UK decided it's time to play some big boy defense. It's time to turn it on a little bit and shut down Alabama and everything that Alabama's been able to produce overall offensively. One thing, definitely an issue. I know we've talked a little bit on both sides about Coach Oates and Nate Oates being a big time name and an idea for both the Louisville and Kentucky side if they ever decide to move on from John Calipari. One thing, definitely, that defense is not looking any better than Kentucky's defense. I believe they're both ranked up in the 300s this season, and that's not obviously going to win a national title. Maybe the tweak will happen this year. Maybe we tweak a little bit out. I don't know what the solution is, but it's up to John Calipari, and he's got a very short amount of time to do it. And again, what I'm saying was very much tongue-in-cheek. I get it. I know the people that are anti, or I want to say anti, but are ready to move on from John Calipari have not been silenced by this. And I don't think you probably should be. But this is one GD. What was it? What happened? How did that happen? How did that performance come out after the massive pile of dog crap that was laid at LSU, giving up the lead, but to go in there and crash and burn at the very end by that giveaway, go ahead, put back by LSU. Frustrating stuff, but then John Calipari finds a way to get it done against Alabama. Some big points that really want to give his shine to. I know they talked about it on the postgame show. Justin Edwards, first time entire season does he look like the player that Kentucky thought they were getting when they signed him in the preseason. 28 points, a perfect 100%. And I believe they said the first Kentucky player of all time to go 100%, a perfect 10 for 10 when at least going for 1 3-pointer and then the other shots obviously being deuces. Great performance by him and the player that obviously poor little Kellen Strebel would like to see get more out of, especially given that Big Daddy, Brown father, bought him that jersey. Now we're going to actually put a little shine on it, put a little sparkle when you go on out there and try to hit on Anna Tarullo. He'll do it. He'll do it in the next one. You know, you'll see little Strebel pop in if Tarullo's going to be on the next sidecast we do for Kentucky. Anyway, though, it doesn't really change a ton when it comes to the standings for Kentucky. Moving on, trying to gain some ground. Tied for 5th place right now with Florida, both sitting at 9-5 in the league. And then above them, you've got South Carolina, Auburn, Alabama, and Tennessee. You've gone in there and beat 2 of those, but the problem is you still have a long way to go before you can try to even compete for the regular season conference title, and obviously very little time to do so with. One of the things, though, that I really want to talk about when it comes to John Calipari, when it comes to the college basketball landscape, and it's something that really has come to my mind, is this what the game is now? Is this what college basketball is? Is it even possible at this point anymore when it comes to the transfer portal, the way that players are being coached, the way that players are being with NIL, like with the way some players may, have inexplicable injuries, and I'm probably looking a little bit more like the KP situation, which isn't fair when it comes to Kentucky because that's not their fault. But there's so many players that have these mysterious injuries or mysterious reasons to not be playing, and we've seen Kentucky have those earlier in the season as well. I just wonder if now it's inconsistency is going to be the new consistency, if that makes sense, where while coaches like John Calipari and the ilk of his beforehand, the Rick Pitino's, now that they're gone when it comes to Coach K and, Roy Williams and everybody else before, they were able to be consistent and you kind of knew what you were getting game in and game out from a team and from the players. But now consistency is so hard to come by because guys won't play for certain reasons. Guys will show up and not give the performances that are expected out of them. I don't know why, but it feels to me like that really is the development or the unfortunate changing of the game and what you're getting. It's very much a professional kind of landscape. I mean, how many times have you seen pro teams go and lay an egg against a Bush League, whatever? I don't want to call it bum-ass squad, but let's just say a bum-ass squad. That's kind of what I feel like you're getting from these teams nowadays. And it kind of worries me a little bit about the product that college basketball is going to be putting out there. It may not be as consistently good as what we're expecting. I think this is what the game is slowly becoming. I think it's going to be a lot of inconsistency and a lot of you're just going to never know what you're going to get. And the problem with that, especially when defense is not the top tier part of your game, next thing you know, you're playing like you did against South Carolina. So that's what I kind of wonder. That's what I kind of feel. Obviously, it's a joke, guys. Calm down. I know Calipari has not got you all back on board. I think he's doing some positive things, obviously, as the head coach of Kentucky. And I think he'd still it would behoove Kentucky fans to not try to push him out the door right now. I don't think the coaching market's that great, but I think this is his time. This is his do or die moment. And it's time for John Calipari to get it together, put something together, call it, tweak it, whatever the hell you got to do. But Kentucky has to perform in the postseason, even though right now, statistically, Ken Palm, whatever statistics that you like to go into, they don't really measure well out, obviously defensively, but in all the stats when it comes to teams that are locked and ready to go heading into the tournament this year and maybe next year are probably going to be the moments for him to really decide what his legacy at the University of Kentucky is going to be, or is he going to have kind of a flame out moment? I hate to say a la Tubby Smith, but kind of reminiscent of that. Yeah, the early years are good. The end of the years, not so. But anyway, you guys let me know. How do you feel about John Calipari right now? Are you ready to move on? Do you think it's time that we put the brakes on it. That performance was great. Maybe there's more that he can get out of this team and get out of maybe next year's team for any guys that decide to stay. Obviously, a lot of guys going to be gone, but of course, the man knows how to recruit. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that freaking bell icon. You can follow me at Justin Soforo on Twitter. Of course, you can follow ESPN Louisville on all our different associated social media accounts, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that, ESPN 680, and of course 93.9 The Ville as well. We'll have all kinds of live streams and different things that we are trying to bring to you each and every single day. Of course, tune into our regular coverage each and every day, Monday through Friday, from 7 a.m. to at least 6 p.m. every single day. I'll see you guys next time.